That's a good question, Serena. Can anyone set up a trust?
That's a great question, Grace. To the drawing board. So in terms of a trust, there are 3 types of trusts that are for lending purposes, even though there are about 8 types of trusts in Australia. So the most common trust for lending is a family trust, also known as a discretionary trust. The next one, usually for developments or like townhouse projects or even house and land construction with like a JV, like a joint venture, is a unit trust. And the third one, which is also common, which is to buy property under a superannuation fund, is a superannuation trust. Now, it's important to know when using these 3 types of trusts to get lending from the bank to buy a property, the bank needs to know who is the trustee. And you must be scratching your head right now and go, Q, what is a trustee? Now, a trustee could be a company, which is a corporate trustee, or an individual trustee, which is a person that holds, in terms of buying the property under a trust, the property that you're nominated for the benefit of the beneficiaries. Now, in terms of beneficiaries, it could be your kids, it could be your siblings, it could be your spouse, or it could be your elderly parents. Now, in terms of banking world, the trust that you'll be using must be paired with a corporate trustee, which means you will have to register a company with an ABN, and you will need to assign yourself as the director or your spouse as the director. For example, you have a spouse over here and you guys are 50% directors. Now, the prime reason why the banks prefer a trust paired with a corporate trustee is because a corporate trustee is a company, and a company never dies. Whilst if you nominate it like a uncle or even your spouse as the individual trustee, well, once the person dies, the trust goes kaput. And as you know, this is the bank's ass over here. They always like to cover it, and therefore they want to have a trust that is paired with a corporate trustee that outlives the life of the individual trustee. All in all, anyone can open a trust. You can simply get a shelf company, which is a company over here, and pair it with a shelf company trust to open the trust. But be mindful, the cost is between 2K to even 4K to set up a trust. And sometimes this cost might include the setup of the company, and sometimes it might not include it, so ask your accountant. But be mindful, guys, the annual fees of setting up a trust once you use it to buy a property could be between $1,000 to $1,500 for maintenance and tax returns with your accountant. And the only time that I will eat my words to say that anyone can set up a trust, well, if you're a discharged bankrupt or you're a bankrupt and you're not allowed to set up a company during that period, well, you can't set up a trust. So yeah, guys.
That's a good question, Serena. Thank you for asking. If you guys have any more questions for Q, jump in the comments and I'll ask him next time.